What is up guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Roman and today's analysis video is going to be about the Champions League game between Bayern Munich and Barcelona. So today's video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball is an app where you can find all the latest transfer news and stats about teams and players. So please don't forget to download the app. I'll put the link in the description. So this is how the two teams were lined up on the ground. Barcelona's 4-4-2 formation against Bayern Munich's 4-2-3-1 formation. Bayern Munich's high press and high defensive line has been a topic of discussion since the start of the Champions League. And we saw a brilliant execution of their high press and high defensive line against Barcelona as well. Whenever Barcelona tried to build their play from the back, the two centre-backs were stepping wide, with Sergio Busquets dropping in between the two centre-backs. Robert Lewandowski was covering Sergio Busquets, with Thomas Muller and Goretzka on Frankie de Jong and Sergi Roberto. Vidal would move up to join the front line with Suarez and Messi, who were all covered by Kimmich, Boateng and David Alaba. The two Bayern Munich wingers were playing the most important role during the pressing phase. Gnabry and Perisic were pressing the two centre-backs, and at the same time, they were also cutting the passing lanes to the Barcelona fullbacks. Thiago was playing in front of the defensive line to ensure that he cuts the passing lane in case any of the Barcelona front players decide to drop deep to open a passing lane. Lewandowski is covering Sergio Busquets with Muller and Goretzka on Frankie de Jong and Sergi Roberto. Thiago is the free man to provide defensive cover and also to cut the passing lane in case someone from the front line drops deep. Gnabry and Perisic are the two positional diagonals who are given the job of covering the two Barcelona players. Piqué plays the ball to the goalkeeper, so Gnabry continues his run to press the goalkeeper and to cut his right passing options. As soon as Gnabry makes the run, Alphonso Davies also moves up to ensure that he is ready to cover Semedo in case Barcelona are able to overcome Gnabry's cover shadow. Here again, same pressing pattern, Goretzka and Thomas Muller on Sergi Roberto and Frankie de Jong. Lewandowski on Sergio Busquets, Gnabry and Perisic are again the two positional diagonals, and Ter Stegen once again gives the ball straight to Thiago as the passing options were blocked. The only time Barcelona were able to break Bayern's pressing trap was when they were able to break free from Bayern's cover shadows. This time, Ter Stegen was able to pass the ball to Piqué, who broke free from the cover shadow. Bayern's offensive line immediately moves to the left to overload the left area, and now Piqué has the chance to switch the play to the other side to catch Bayern Munich. Since Barcelona were finding it very difficult to break the high press of Bayern Munich, so as the game progressed, they decided not to take any chances and Ter Stegen started playing long passes from the back to avoid Bayern's high press. But it wasn't just Bayern's high press that made the life difficult for Barcelona, but their counter-pressing was also equally effective. Bayern were always the first to react whenever they lost possession, and they would counter-press the Barcelona players in numbers to get the ball back in no time. Bayern Munich lost possession and they immediately converged on the man in possession to deny him time and space to win the ball back in Barcelona's defensive third. This time Lewandowski lost possession and he immediately starts the counter press for his team to get the ball back in Barcelona's defensive third. Since Bayern were applying high press and counter press, so they were bound to keep a high defensive line to keep their press compact. And since Barcelona's offensive line included Messi and Suarez, so Bayern mostly had no issues with their high defensive line, as Barcelona's offensive line did not have enough pace to create any issues for Bayern's defense. Just look at Bayern's defensive line. They are in Barcelona's half to make the playing area narrow. Barcelona often tried to play long passes behind the line for Suarez and Messi, but neither Messi nor Suarez had the pace to cause any issues for David Alaba, who was easily able to recover the ball for his team. Only once Barcelona were able to get Alba behind the line, and it resulted in a Barcelona goal. Bayern's formation without the ball was very compact. They kept a high defensive line with very narrow distance in between the lines. They were compact through the middle, and thus the attacking players of Barcelona had no space to work with. The only spaces available for Barcelona were on the wide areas. By keeping a high defensive line and by reducing the distance in between the lines, Bayern Munich made the playing area very narrow. And thus Barcelona only had two options. The first option was to try and attack the spaces behind the defensive line, and the second option was to just rotate possession in their own half. And because of this narrow in between the lines distance, Messi was not getting any space in between the lines, and he was often forced to step out or move to the wide areas to get a touch. Very compact defensive formation, high defensive line with very narrow in between the lines distance. There were no spaces for Barcelona in between the lines, and the only options are on the wide areas, denying spaces in the central areas and forcing Barcelona to the wide areas. Denying spaces in the central areas and forcing Barcelona wide was once again a very smart option, as Bayern had a clear aerial advantage over Barcelona. So whenever Barcelona tried to attack the wide areas, they did not have enough aerial strength to win the crosses against the Bayern centre-backs. Once again, very compact defensive formation and no space in between the lines for Messi to work with. And Barcelona are once again forced to either play a long pass behind the line or go to the wide areas. Barcelona had no answer to any of Bayern's questions, and they could not match Bayern's high intensity. Considering Bayern's high pressing style of play, Barcelona needed attacking pace in their team, which wasn't there, and that made life so easy for Bayern's defense. And lastly, I'm very sorry I couldn't analyze any Champions League games last week. I was actually very sick, and I didn't get the chance to watch any games. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.